That's right. What's happening, guys?
Hey, man.
Hey, you let your hair grow out. It looks so cute.
It's annoying when you wear it with
Headphones.
headphones, but it's working out well. I'm staying by the ocean right now, so I just ran outside and threw some salt water on it, so it'll curl up and
Oh,
not get in
beach
my face.
waves. Yeah, it
Yes.
takes me a while. I have to like wrap mine around. I burn myself. It's terrible. So you got the natural thing
Ugh.
going on. Good for
Oh,
you.
don't burn yourself. Do you
It's
do,
not
do
nice. It's not good.
no, don't. Yeah.
Is
Best
that
to
is that natural? Is that just a curl that you got what you were born with?
Yeah, I've always had curly hair, and but people for so long have seen me with short hair. I'm kind of for this new album cycle, just with Light Switch and out of in the video, I have like the same thing that I got going on here. Just I don't care anymore. So,
How have you been? How's the mental health been during the past couple of years with you, your family, and how are things going?
oh, that's nice to get asked. Everything's been really good. I was just telling this to somebody, but it's very hard for me to write songs alone. And 2020, all I was alone. 2021, like as well. I was around very, very limited people. And I thought to myself, how the hell am I ever going to get this damn album done if I would see you guys and I would travel to Atlanta, I would go to San Francisco, I'd go everywhere and then have songs in my head, but I'm just in my room. Like I have no inspiration. So that's why I kind of turned to TikTok during that down period of music, and I made this song. And it just I never thought a song could be made slash released this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I noticed that, I think this is true of a lot of us that social media can be sort of a blessing and a curse. And that's how you started really with the YouTube
Mm-hmm.
music. It's sort of how you got discovered, but it can also be sort of your, like I said, your curse. It can be, I mean, you found that you suddenly were like ultra famous all of a sudden. And
Right.
it feels a little daunting. Like you can't turn around without somebody knowing who you are.
Right.
And
TikTok reminds me of YouTube when it first came out in
mhm.
'07, and people being very vulnerable. The content wasn't so. I mean, YouTube was originally called YouTube because it was broadcast yourself. YouTube. It wasn't supposed to be television that was so formalized and so buttoned up and polished. It was just people filming with their video cameras and uploading homemade content. That's now what TikTok is. So we're kind of there's always going to be a reason to put out homemade content, but it's a new excuse for people to be extra vulnerable, and I feel like it's made me extra vulnerable in my music as well.
You talk about Light Switch, which is released tomorrow. Very exciting. I mean, you've been talking about it on
Thanks.
TikTok for a while.
5 months.
It's probably the longest pre-promotion you've done for a single yourself, right?
Definitely, it's frightening. I've never had so much anticipation for a song to come out. I hope it holds up, but I'm very excited for people to hear it. I'm quite frankly going to be pretty relieved when it's out, so people stop yelling at me online.
But you've a lot of people also know that you write some pretty huge hits too. Gabby Barrett and Justin Bieber and Kid Leroy. Are there songs that you've written where you're like, damn, oh, I wish I had that one.
Wish I'd have sung that
I wish
one.
that was mine.
Wish I'd have done that.
Well, I mean, someone asked me about that when you referenced "Stay" by Leroy and Bieber, and that's a very like a melody that I would do in some of my own music. But what made that song special, in my opinion, is the people that I made the song with, Blake, Omer, and Leroy. I would have all I did was play that bum 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 bum, which is a very me thing to do in music. But I thought Leroy was going to sing a completely different melody to kind of offset that. What he did, which was genius, he just sang those notes exactly. I do the same thing I told you that. I would have never thought of that. So he really truly made that his song. So obviously no regrets on that one. I just can't believe how big that song is. I get so
Yeah.
happy thinking about
Yeah.
it.
So, okay, so you're a singer, you're a songwriter, you are a record producer. What do you consider yourself first and foremost of all those things?
Uh, make people feel betterer. I want to.
I like that.
I want to whatever someone's going through, or an emotion that they want to feel, I want to help them get there with a song. So like you listen to a record like Light Switch, it's the fastest song that you guys are playing. By the way, thank you for playing the record. That's very nice of you. It's the fastest song on the radio, 184 BPM. If someone wants to work out like I do in the music video, they should put that song on and get that vibe. And if they lyrically, the lyrics are pretty manipulative. If they want to get back at somebody, I don't know, however they perceive the song and whatever they want to feel, I want that song to do for whatever song that I put out in the future. So I don't know. I like to be a people person just with melody.
I feel like that is the definition of a true artist right there. By what you said, your answer.
I just figured that out a year ago. I felt like in 2019, I was kind of pretending to be someone I wasn't a little bit musically and just overall. So I was almost happy. I had like a year to kind of reset, hit the big internet reset modem button. You know, that annoyingly small button that you have to use
with a pin. You're like, where is it?
Yeah, it took me a while to find that.
Was it when you weren't around people that you discovered that?
Honestly, yeah. And I never thought that things would pan out like that. It's super cool. It just goes to show you that human brain's pretty smart. You can figure things out on your own.
So when it comes to writing music and thinking of music and having it in your head, is it something that's always in your head? Do you constantly have a melody in your head, or do you hear notes constantly?
Constantly. And it will give me actual anxiety attacks at times. But when that happens, I just write the song and I feel better. That's how Light Switch started. I was thinking, I woke up one day and I was like, I can't get this damn chord progression. E flat minor, F sharp major, D flat minor, D flat major, A flat minor. I can't get that out of my head. And I said to myself, me on the theme of talking to myself and figuring out how songs are written, I said to myself, I wish I could just turn my brain off with a light switch. And it started off as this like sad ballad. And I thought, well, that's depressing. Everyone's been in their house. Everybody probably wants to get out and party. So I just turned the BPM up, made it really fast. And now it's turned into this.
So I see a keyboard. Is the keyboard on? Is there a melody in your head right now that you can?
No, not luckily nothing right now. I mean, although I was playing a kind of high up dissonant, like that's like an inversion of a C sharp minor chord with a major.
That's
second.
what I was trying to explain to him yesterday. I was trying to explain what dissonance was like, and I
don't know.
I couldn't explain it.
And now I'm thinking like in French music, we have very like dissonant-y. It's all and now this interview is going to go to shit because all I do is just play chords.
Well, you just wrote our theme song for us, yeah, so thank you. We appreciate it.
That's the worst. The French the dance record played in a beach house. That's the worst theme song ever. Interviews going downhill.
Have you been in a club in France and then just heard that music and you're like, I can't dance to this. I don't know what I'm doing.
I went to this after I performed with Elton. We went to this club called Silencio, which had been closed for a while. And it was like 4:00 in the morning. And they're playing the most interesting, I had never heard music like this before. It was like very stagnant, like 18-minute mixes. And I turned to my right and there's a mother with a baby. And I went up to her and I'm like, is that a baby? And she said, yeah. She said, yes, it is. And I'm like, why do you have a baby in the club at 4:00 in the morning? Very French, but she's just like dancing with the baby. This is a newborn baby and we're just in the club. I don't know why I'm telling this story.
Wait, Elton's with you?
No, Elton
at the club?
Went on, he would have come, but he
was the baby.
he would have come, but you know, COVID and and everything. So he went off and did his own thing. But it was very fun performing with him in France.
Yes, funny. We must talk about that. I mean, who just drops that? Oh, so when I was performing with Elton, and then we also have to talk about the fact that you grew up down the street, lived John Bon Jovi and Bruce Springsteen. Right. That kind of blows my mind a little bit.
I got to, what's cool is I don't want this interview to be a bunch of name drops, but I
know, but it's still so weirdly, because you're just such a normal guy. And so it's just like, when I hear that, I'm like, who just has that happen to them?
Well, you get excited when the boss calls you, and it was a 732 number as well, which is the same number that I had in Jersey. So that was pretty cool.
Hey, it was good talking to you. We can't wait, obviously, for Light Switch. It's one of those things where we get so pumped up, especially when you promote it 5 months in advance. Don't do that to us again, please, man. We're huge fans.
I'm sorry, and you will get an album this year, and it won't take years to come. I'll quit that.
And come see us soon. Please stop by the station.
That'd be nice. I'd love to see you guys in person again.
Yeah, that would be good.
All right, man. Good talking to you.
All right. Good talking to you guys.
Bye-bye. All right. Bye.
See ya.